Hello, welcome. Today in this paying forward movement, we are going to talk about guilt. And that is a really common feeling because as people, they are creating huge expectations about life. We have a fast communication. We want a fast result. And what do you prefer? Work out during 6 months, or take a pill and solve your problem, or do a surgery and that's it, 1 hour and that's it, it's solved. And people are always trying to find the easy way. Don't do this with yourself. And as I am demanding too much from myself, yesterday's class, I feel guilty when I make mistake. And always when you make a mistake, you have the magic moment. You have two options and you have to pick one. You have to choose one. You cannot take both. First, you're gonna feel guilty about it. You're gonna judge yourself hardly. You're gonna feel bad about it. And your self-image will be reduced. Or you are going to decide, say, but I'm going to learn with it. It won't destroy me because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes and I can learn with my mistake. Nobody's perfect. I am not perfect. I will never be, but I can be better learning with my mistakes. If you dedicate your attention to punish yourself, to feel guilty about it, you won't learn. And guess what? In the next opportunity, as you didn't learn, you will fail again and again and again, and your guilt will increase fail by fail, until you feel this trash. When I ask my coaches, how did you feel when you made that mistake? And they used to say, I feel like a piece of shit, a trash. I feel like as the worst person in this world. Nobody's worse than me. I'm zero. Okay? I'm a loser. I felt as a loser. I don't have competence enough. Okay? I'm not good enough. And when you create that habit, that mindset to judge yourself badly, hardly, you're going to reduce your self-image and you're going to feel afraid of your challenges. Every time when you can see fear, you can find guilt in the past. Guilt in the past will create fear in the future. Okay? Because you weren't born with that fear. You learned it. You had some experience that taught you to have fear, to try to be far from that experience. So when you feel guilt, it's really common. I feel amazed that people, they feed that guilt for 20, 30, 40 years, feeling guilty about some silly mistakes. One day I was talking to a doctor with, 5 years as a doctor. So 11 years ago, he was feeling guilty about because they couldn't get in that specific university, and as I couldn't get in this university, I had to go to other university, not so good as that one. So nowadays I feel guilty about something that happened 11 years ago. And I asked him, how do you feel when you remember that you couldn't get in that university? And he said, I feel like a piece of shit. I feel bad about it, seriously. Yeah. And you have to solve this feeling. And if I were you, I would access a course that I recorded on YouTube, okay, personal coaching Zen, that will teach you how to deal better with your feelings and thoughts, to solve guilt, and to help you to deal better with your fears, because have fears is really normal. That's okay, no problem with fears, but you have to overcome them. You don't have to allow them to overcome you and to control you, turning you into a coward. Okay? That's the problem. So, from 0 to 10. 10, I deal really good with that feeling of guilt. I can control, I can forgive myself, and I can treat myself with kindness, patience, keeping my inner peace in my faith. Or 0, I treat myself as a trash, and I feel really bad about it, and I suffer many times, and I don't forgive myself. I just carry this suffering through my future. I can keep this pain inside of me because I deserve to suffer. I'm not a good person. I made an unforgivable mistake. Okay? So, second question is, what are you losing because you cannot forgive yourself? You don't have this capability. What are you losing because you cannot deal really good with this feeling of guilt? Third, what will you gain? What are you going to create in your life when you begin to forgive yourself and to understand that you are not perfect, nobody is, but you can be better and learn with your mistakes? And fourth question is, what can you do today to change it, to start this movement and to transform your life? Maybe you can create a list about all the things that you have to forgive yourself. Sometimes it's really hard. It's easier to forgive others. It's really hard to forgive yourself about your mistakes. Mostly the silly mistakes. You feel pissed. You feel bad about it. You can't forgive yourself, but you have to. You have to, because if you don't forgive yourself, you will feel a small person trying to face your impossible challenges. That's the feeling. And now your challenge is to talk to your allies, to your family, friends, partners, and people that you know, and try to help them to find solutions. And I assure you, it's gonna change your life, because you are going to create that environment that people will understand better the importance to forgive others and to forgive themselves. Okay? I would love to receive your comments right here below, talking about this experience to help people, and with that movement, help yourself. See you in our next class. Bye bye.